videos, but today I'm doing a musical about the history of guitar pedals, which is as weird as it sounds, and it is as odd as you might think it's going to be. It's for the JHS Show, so if you just look up JHS Show, you can see it. It's going to be live tonight. It's going to be live tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Central Time. So wherever you are in the world, it's going to be Central Time. I just got hushed by the director. So let me walk you through my stuff that I'm doing for the show. So let me flip around here. And, all right, so I'm running my PreSonus Studio Live 32. I'm mixing with my Audio Technica ATH M6 headphones. The brilliant thing about this is I purchased the Fat Channel bundle for these vocals. And so these compressors that came along with it are brilliant. I've got a bunch of different fun compressors, and it just gets me a lot of variety of sounds I can get. There's an SSL thing they've got going on. They've got the DBX 160 someplace. Where's the DBX 160? I don't remember which one I have the DBX. Maybe I didn't use the DBX 160. It's got a Neve clone. It's got 1176 clone. It's so fun. Oh, there we go. There's the DBX 160. Those are so much fun. And then on the bass for the EQ, I've got the Pultec model. This is so much fun. It just gives me all the colors that I want, right? And it's all built into the desk. I'm a big fan of built-in processing. Here's the main layer. So I've got my band inputs. I've got my vocal inputs. I'm also going to groups. If I go here, I can show you, I've got a drum bus, instrument bus, and vocal bus. That's combining all my inputs so that I've got compression post fader. That's super helpful because it's a live show. I'm pushing stuff up and down, and we don't have a lot of dynamic range to deal with. All of these are going to the main bus, right, where I've got some another compressor on there. It's real gentle, like 2-to-1 on my main bus. And that's actually being sent to a matrix, which has the Fairchild model on there for my limiter on the output. So that's lots of fun. For the wireless gear, I've got, let's see if I can take you under the desk. The Shure, I forgot. It's being rented from MikeRentals.com, so give them a little bit of love. It's been fantastic for me. Switch this around. So that's been really, really helpful, having great wireless mics, because I'm not having to do a ton of EQ to them. I'm basically just cutting some 800, because that's what you cut when you have a mic that's not in front of somebody's face, and lights are going crazy, so sorry about that. But I want to show you the band inputs. So over here we've got keyboard going to DI. Richard Town II is playing drums. If I can get his drums on the frame, I'll switch this around again, make it easier. So Richard's got some really killer drums. I mean, look at that finish. It's beautiful. But the cool thing is, Rhett Shull is playing guitar for us, and he let us borrow the Earthworks mics. So you see these on the overheads. They're just brilliant. They just sound good right out of the box. There's a special one for the kick drum. You can see in here. That one is specially for low end. And then they've got the clip-on mics for the snare and the toms. And I'm telling you guys, it just works. You don't have to do anything to it because they just sound like the drum sound. You get the drum sounding good on the end, on the front side. It works really well. So that's been a lot of fun to do. Rhett is playing through his Fractal. So you can see over here, he's got his rig over here going through that. And actually the bass is going through the Fractal as well to give it an amp sound, because just going straight into the DI was kind of lousy. And then there's Rhett's pedal board. I'll zoom in a little bit for you guitar nerds out there. And the fun thing about this is they're giving away this pedal board. You can find out more information about that on the JHS Show. They've had a couple live streams about that, on how you can enter to win that. So that's what we're doing for that. Monitors are coming from the Behringer P16s. Oh, and there's the boom booms over here for some triggered sounds and stuff. And they got a couple click traps running. So in addition to the console, oh, come on. Sorry, trying to switch cameras here. In addition to my console, we're also doing an X-Air 18 to handle monitors. So most of that stuff is coming either out of my console, like I'm sending them a mix of all the vocals post-fader, so they don't have to worry about chasing vocals around or scenes and stuff. Summing down the clip, there's 2 click tracks that are getting summed down so they can transition from song to song. A couple of the channels I'm actually splitting, so I ran into a mic splitter. 2 of them are going to the console, then 2 to go to the monitor X-Air 18 as well. So that's how we're running audio. We've got a couple floor wedges here. Let me turn this around and show you again. Just a couple wedges, and I'm trying to keep it quiet as much as possible because we've got drums over here, and we've got actors on stage all over the place here, and dancers and stuff. So it's just a big cacophony of drum noise coming through the vocal mics, really. And that's been a big challenge, is trying to not have tons of noise going through. So I'll show you what I'm doing with my script, because this might be interesting for some of you. If you ever try to pull off something that's outside of the realm of just, church audio or mixing for music, being able to go through a script and do that cleverly is going to be really helpful. So I've got all my notes, and I got which headset mic is highlighted in each one. So as I go through, I am just turning up that mic as it comes on, and that's helping me keep my noise down. I'm not using any noise gates because I don't really like gates. And I'm just riding the faders, baby. That's the way we go. Whenever I know the band stuff is coming in, I highlighted a different color. And I go through, line by line. Yo, sorry about that. My phone died. I'm not sure why. So we've got the script that I'm, following really clearly. I'm trying to hit every single cue because we're just trying to keep noise down. And really, when I was asking Josh, what's most important here, is the band sound important? He's like, I really just want the lyrics to be heard because they spend a lot of time crafting these lyrics to honor the people that invented these guitar pedals, and they really haven't gotten a lot of the spotlight when everybody else that used their guitar pedals did. So as somebody that gets ignored often for doing a great job, I'm down with that. So we're focusing more on the lyrics than how the band sounds. Now, if we do this again, which there might be a part 2, we will definitely try to keep the drums a lot more isolated because, I can get a great sound of the drums by themselves, but as soon as I push up those vocal mics, we're hearing a ton of noise from it. So it's not as clear as I want it, but hey, if the vocals are clear and if the client's happy, I'm happy. So that's pretty cool. I'm trying to think of anything else. If you guys have any questions, you can type them in the comments. I'm in KC. Hey, Levi, nice to see you from Wichita. We're over here in Oak Park Mall in Overland Park, Kansas. And we're making a musical in a rehearsal space in a mall. So that's a lot of fun. One more thing that I'm doing is don't tell the singers, but I am doing vocal tuning live. So cool thing, I showed some of you guys how to do this on a previous live stream. But on your input channels, you can select USB as the input, and then if you go over here, you can select analog as the digital source. So then I'm sending it via USB over here to you can see the guest password there, thank you. Over to Live Professor, and I've programmed all of these cues into, so each scene gets its own cue, and I just go through here and I hit go next, and then I hit go on this scene here for the user function. So between scenes, I'm hitting a button here, I'm hitting a button here, and I'm riding up the mic that's coming up next. So that's it. That's how we got it set up. I hope this was fun for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy the musical. It is definitely the quirkiest, strangest thing that I've ever worked on, but it's going to be a lot of fun, and maybe you tune in and enjoy it. and maybe you can roast me and, you know, criticizing my live mix that's in front of hundreds of thousands of people all at once. And that's the way we roll. So this is stretching for me. Hopefully you'll learn something from this one. And yeah, let me know what you think, and hope you guys see the show. I know this is different than what I'm normally doing, but if you want more content about church sound techs and doing that, go ahead and hit subscribe and ding the little bell to get notified every time I post a new video. I'm stretching myself, and hopefully you guys will be, and girls will be stretching yourself as well, because growing in your craft really matters, and the things that you do help people focus on Jesus. So if that's what you're all about, I'd love to have you as a subscriber to my channel. I would be honored to have you as a subscription. So thank you, and we will see you guys on the flip side. All right, peace out, y'all.